Hey trappers, Madtrapper here, just getting out, running the line on my own today. It is raining and cold and nasty and she wasn't feeling it. Anyway, we're at this bridge here. I actually caught 3 beaver. The one yesterday did not get on video because guess what, it was raining. Still raining today, but you can see the water drop. You can see the rod, which was underwater yesterday. You can see my stick right there doing my lure. The caster mound's up here. But then if you look right out there, it looks like a beaver tail sticking up. So that makes the 4th beaver at this location, and we've been here 6 days. So pretty good set. Anyway, I'll get him up here and take care of him. All right, trappers. Got that set remade. Left the tree pretty much the way it was. Left the caster mound the way it was. I just re-lured the stick, moved it down to the water. Trap's only set in about 5 inches of water. If it drops a lot today, which with the rain I doubt it will, but if it does, might be out of water. Anyway, here she is, big old girl. Notch in the tail there. Been doing a lot of fighting at some point in life. That is the 4th beaver here. And I know the 3rd, at least, female. I don't recall what the first one was, but I know the last 3 have been female, so I must be in the maternity ward around here somewhere. Anyway, we'll get this one up to the buggy and going down the line. All right, trapper, what we got here, you can probably hear, but you see this here black tube right there. It was a trail, kind of hard to see, but a trail comes along here. On the back side of there, I just took that tube on the back of that tree and punched it in there and put some lure and a little cotton ball down in there. In the rain, I'd seen some cat tracks out here in the muddy field. I found this trail here, and this is when it just had water all in it. But I come back 2 days ago, put that tube in there, dropped a little bait in there, and of course you can see what the results were. Of course, he's on a drag. The chain goes up around that tree and it goes up into that tree there. Of course, if you flip it all back around, it originally started over there. But he swung around here. And of course, you can see where it goes around the tree right there. Anyway, he decided he wanted to go over this way. Pretty well spotted up cat for down here. Show us his belly or not. Pretty good sized cat. Solid catch in the Bridger number 3, fully modified. Anyway, we'll get him taken care of and get on down the line. All right, trapper, this is where patience pays off. This set has been here since I set this location up, what, 7, 8, 9 days ago. Nothing. The water was up when I set it. It was totally underwater. 3 days ago, it was just about out of water, just in a skim of water. And then it rained and it filled back up. Nothing until yesterday. And all it is just a little channel. Goes up into the field. Boom. Nice beaver. Goes on out into the bayou. I just built up a little dam of sticks and finally paid off, and from here that looks like a pretty good sized beaver. Anyway, we'll get him out of the trap and get on down the line. All right, trappers, this is that location. We set the bucket on this open strip and through the timber about 4 days ago. And I got the beaver sets over here, the beaver pond, duck lake just over that levee over there. Anyway, come walking up here. Of course, I parked the buggy there, and you're pulling around the corner in the buggy, and and your bucket's all kiltered like that when you know it was straight, that's what you want to see. And hopefully what done it is something like that. Pretty fluffy little bobcat. He decided not to get wrapped around anything. He's actually tied off to that tree right there. I've got the drag wrapped around that tree a few times and back across itself. But anyway, fluffy little cat for down here. Still nothing like ours. He's going to try to bluff me out a little bit. Anyway, we'll get him taken care of. Looks like what kind of trap he's in. He is in a number 3 Bridger fully modified. So anyway, we'll get him taken care of, and makes the second one for the day. Head on down the line, maybe we'll have more. Alright, just wanted to show you the 2 cats, the ones that want to cooperate too well, for a good side-by-side comparison. But end up today with the 2 cats and the 1 beaver. We'll get to skinning, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, trappers, we're at that spot yesterday where I caught that bobcat on a piece of, I guess here, black tubing there. Trail it runs through right back there. I'm on the other side. I filmed it yesterday from over there. You can see the chain coming around, going up to the grapple up here in the tree. And right below the grapple, you can see it yanking. There's a red fox. And so, anyway, got a red fox right behind the bobcat. So, turned out to be a pretty good set. Alright, trappers, Madtrapper here. This is toward the end of February. We just set up on a new property yesterday. This is one of the smaller properties that I'll be trapping here in Mississippi. I'll be here about a week probably. Set up yesterday. I'll rent it probably 6 check days. Beaver being primary, but they don't have a lot. This is one of the properties I've trapped for several years also. Anyway, we got a creek ditch here that runs down through here. Gets bigger as it goes down around the corner a little ways. In times past, this was just totally clogged with beaver. Come down here yesterday, put a channel set in, real simple. Kind of figured I, definitely going to bump otter. Hoping for beaver, of course, but yeah, you're going to get otter. And sure enough, today we got an otter. Down here and see what he looks like. Sinking in the mud knee deep. He didn't even move the trap. Oh yeah, big old dog otter. You like that? Don't like catching females this time of the year. Can't help it, but I'd rather see a dog otter. Or no otter. That is a strong trap. No reason he didn't go very far. Yeah. Nice big old dog otter. Simple channel set. This is the same old you've seen me put in. Killer set on any otter or beaver that comes through. This one here, I twisted my wires together. Makes them a little stouter, a little shorter, kind of a little less resistance, you might say. Shove that down in there. Get the safeties off. And move out of the way. Everything put back the way it was. It's just that simple. The risers for the flooded timber. And they're wood duck holes. And then we got the crick running right beside it. And of course, we've got a good crossing coming from the creek back and forth to the duckling. And we actually got a real little faint one right here. Now, yesterday when I set this up, this was, water was probably up 6 inches more. If she can focus in on that 330, which, by the way, another problem down here when it's really warm is turtles. They crawl through your trap, some get caught, some just set them off if they're smaller ones. But that trap was all but 2 inches underwater yesterday. So I have to remake that set. On the duck side, we're not draining it yet, so it stays steady. We have a 330 there. I gotta fix it a little bit. Some stuff got knocked down, but nothing in it. And you can see how well the path is used, but nothing in it. Then, kind of got a secondary path right here. It's very faint. You get right against it, you can kind of see the foot tracks. And we have something on it. The trap's gone and the wire is going out to the deep. So I'll go around. We'll pull that up and see what we got. Now, this is the way I usually start trapping these areas. Simple sets. I don't start, slinging cast around and everything until I clear out a bunch of them this way. And they will quit using these after a while, whether they stay stake solid or not. I mean, if you had him stake solid right here, you might get one, you might get two, and then it'll go dead normally. There's, no hard fast rule, but that's the general rule. And they'll start using somewhere else or going doing something different. And you'll think you got them all. Later on, the sign will show up. So I come in and there's the H holder. Set these up with simple crossover sets, use them. After they kind of slow down, I'll go to the creek and make caster mound sets. But on the flip side, I don't want to sling caster mound everywhere either. Oh yeah, that's a big old beaver. And the wire again, gets him out there, gets him out of the way. He's not seen by every other beaver crossing the trail. He's kind of down and out. Go. Grass everywhere. Bought a bunch of new traps this year, and this is one of them. I haven't even bent the wires. Normally I'll bend the wires out. I just left those standard. Yeah, back leg here. Oh yeah, he's a big old boy. And then there's a boy. We'll get this, remake this set right quick. See if this will fit. You don't want grass on your dog. That makes the fire easier. See if I can get this fit over the holder while they're in the water. Nope. Which is all right. Gives it a tighter fit this way. Right down in their path. Wipe my little out of water, dogs out of the way, trash out of the way. This stuff was already actually here, made it perfect for the set. They're already used to diving under it. It's really about all I need. We'll add a little bit more. And I'll hide this wire a little bit. We'll go ahead and clean this one off. All right, trappers. There's just not enough water here for a drowner set. I went out, 10, 12 feet, and it's still just barely knee deep, if that. So what I'm going to do is right here at this narrowest point, I'm going to go ahead and try to get a 330 in, and disguised it in. They were swimming through this stuff all along the canal, so hopefully it won't spook them any. But we'll get something in here. Now here's the narrowest spot. I got some of the stuff here, so we're gonna go right there. But we don't need him. Again, I always keep all my traps pre-wired. H holder, get off there. Right in the center of the trail, there. Wire out of the way. Kind of make this more of a dive set. Springs down. Get the dogs released on this one. There we go. Take some of this stuff already swimming through anyway, everywhere. We got one bigger piece laying here. Put it right across the top and on top of some of it, but more reason for them to dive. Some of the stuff is hard as any wood, but not long enough. There we go. I'm gonna use him for a stake. Can't really go anywhere out here. Got my wire. Lost it, no wire. Way up here. Funny how that stuff can blend in. Now if I'm using something slick, I wrap it around a couple times tight. That way it won't slide off. But again, this is all shallow, nowhere it can really go. Put it up here in the grass so it gets tangled up easier. And that's it. Hopefully tomorrow we will have us something. That there, so my dive stick don't float off. There we go. Hopefully tomorrow it'll produce. All right, got a old beaver dam from years ago that noticed yesterday. It looked like a new one had started pushing a little up right along that one edge. So I went in there and sure enough they got a little bitty crossover. I put a foothold on a slide wire there. I think it's one of the hag rod, but I don't know, I ain't been out there yet, but I could look like there's a little brown shape out there under the water. So we're gonna walk out there and see together. Something in it. We'll pull her up and see what it is for sure. Maybe. Let's say it's just this little bitty dam is all I had pushed up here. This little crossover. And it's a smaller beaver. MB 750. Pretty good catch. Most of it's back foot. That's why it didn't look very big, because it isn't very big. Just a small beaver. But that tells me one thing I need to know for sure. That there is a full active colony in here, and not just one or two that moved in to the neighborhood. We'll get this set back rather deep and hard, just in case we get a big one, because get a bigger one by the hind foot, he probably will not drown out there, as it's only about 1.5 feet deep. So hopefully, I set shallow, but that was a little beaver. I want to catch him by the front foot so it don't take as much water. Whoa! I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to need to tighten this pan up. It's caught enough beaver that it is pretty floppy. Yeah, right there, I don't know, about 3-4 inches deep. That's what we're going for, a little offset. So hopefully, catch the next one by the front foot, and it'll go down and out. We'll see you on down the line. Got a 4-way connection point right here. So I put in a empty cat bucket, and of course one of the scourges down here, any set really, are raccoons and possums. He in my bucket chilling. Now that's why I use drags and hook them down and away from it normally. That way they don't tear up the bucket. But he snagged the bucket and made a home out of it. When you're checking traps in Mississippi and it's in the mid-70s and above, these are one of the things you got to watch out for. Snakes, and lots of them. I don't think this one's a water moccasin. From here it looks like it's got a round head, but there are plenty of water moccasins. I seen one yesterday, but it was just too fast to film it. But anyway, yeah, fun.